but you didn't hide. You were there through all my darkest days. You look me in my eye, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. this ethereal light that we left will not burn out. Wild to where we run. In the time that we had, it was worth it to know that this is not the end. It's just a part of the puzzle. The piece found its way to. This is not the end. It's just a split in the pathway of fate. Take a new trail. Catch your breath and pour your light. Nowhere left to fall. Find your new way, just inside. Nowhere left to fall. This is not the end. It's just a part of the puzzle. The piece found its way to. This is not the end. It's just a split in the pathway of fate. Take a new trail. See from your wildest heights, anticipating the fear that you thought you'd abandon, questioning ourselves. But the journey we take wasn't meant to be easy. This is not the end. This is not the end.
Seeing myself standing on the edge, about to fall.
Welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. Tonight we have NACE Star League Division I matchups against Oakland and Kansas. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer. I'm ready to start all of the action here, and I've got none other than Dallin Starnes here to call all of the action as we're ready to get on down into the actual fight. Dal, it's great to see you.
Hello. It's great to see you too. How are you doing today?
Man, you're just going to make small talk like that. Yeah,
Oh,
but no.
yeah. I'm really good at
No,
that.
I'm doing fine. We're going to go up against Oakland first in the Division One league for Rocket League. It's been very competitive in NACE so far. And in Rocket League, the keys to the game are going to be to set your play style, understand rotations, play to follow up, and employ those sweaty comms.
Of course, of course. It's what it always comes down to. It's always about who has the better communication. You know, I've seen so many top level like Rocket League players, but it always comes down to like the communication between those players, because you can do a stylish play, but in order to do that, you need to have like really solid comms with all of your teammates, and more than solid, it needs to be sweaty.
Yeah, always. I do like that. I like the tier list that you have set up. Sweaty above solid. You know, you kind of have a hierarchy.
It follows the law of, you know, like there's like solid objects, there's liquid, and then there's gaseous, and then beyond that there's plasma, and we don't even want to talk about plasma comms.
So it's sort of the sweaty with two S's, because you know when you're in a video game, there's like S and double S and triple S.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's more than solid. It's sweaty.
Sweaty. And
I like that.
Yeah. I don't even know beyond that. I'll ponder on that. Come back to you. But right now, it is going to be BSU versus Oakland in this game. I'm very stoked for it.
Yeah, should be a great match. Boise State has had a little bit of trouble in the past with some of these Division Ones. They lost one against South Florida, which was considered to be an easy opponent, but we'll see how things work out as we are ready to move on into the action. Got Jay Wismont, boom, ready to try to push it right in under the crossbar, and then we've got Peep off to the side as well.
Oh, that's just going to be a free goal. I'm going to need to see that again, because, I mean, obviously it was an overcommit on Oakland's end, but wow, that was just, you had all three players evenly spaced out, like, on the field, but all evenly spaced out away from the goal. I mean, 30 seconds in, that's a first goal.
Kickoff leaves the ball high in the air. Woozy leaves it for Preston, pushes the shot off into the corner. Woozy pushes a follow-up, almost getting the second goal, but Jay Wismont will save it. Now back over to the side. Boise State left chasing the ball. Durtho, ball just goes right over him, but Preston will be there as a backup. Prevent anyone from really trying to pressure Boise State. They haven't really been on the back foot too much, except for that one play at the very beginning. Woozy, quick shot, no, taken away by Boom.
Preston going to try and take action here. Wismont going to be able to stop it. Woozy going to keep it going, though. Try and keep that momentum going. Durtho taking it off the wall, trying to center it up. It's not going to go anywhere. Preston going to try and do it once again, but looks like it's just going to be another back and forth. Durtho with the potential. Oh, Preston not able to hit it quite in. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Peep ready to start the clear, but Preston reads it, takes it right away from him, and sets it up in front of the goal. Is there a follow-up? Durtho comes in. Boom will get to it before he can get a touch on it. Ball kind of gets away from him, though. Woozy, oh, that's a very painful own goal.
So, I mean, looking back through this again, it just looks like, I don't know if anyone was like in the area to prepare for a goal being made there. It looked like they were all close enough, but I guess that they were all just focusing in a different direction. Peep gonna try and redirect this to Sonic. Off the wall, centers it, but Durtho's gonna take it back.
Double commit by Oakland, trying to push the ball forward. Aren't going to be able to find it. Durtho. Ball is off into the side. Peep comes in. Sonic Boom in the passing lane, ready to push shot on goal. It's nice coordination, but Preston gets the block.
Ooh, Wismont gonna take that off to Peep. Centered by Sonic, off the wall, and it's gonna be a little bit too wide. Oh, that looks like it. Well, oh, okay. That looked really close there for a moment. Pressing, gonna try. hit it in once more. Durtho off the wall, but Sonic boom. Sonic is such a strange name, but you know what? If it works, it works. Peep gonna try and take it back. Durtho gonna get redirected by Wismont off the left wall. Centered for Sonic, but Preston not letting that happen. Durtho off the top, stopped by Peep once more. It's just gonna be a lot of back and forth here.
Boise State, despite all the side control that they've gotten, they haven't really gotten a whole lot of goals to show for it. I mean, they do have a decent number of shots on goal 7, but it's not a very good completion rate, only getting one of them in. And that's mainly due to Jay Wismont just really coming in clutch as the main saver for Oakland.
I mean, yeah.
Pass over to Durtho. It's going to head toward the backboard, back towards center. Preston has to rotate back, refill on boost, and will try to re-engage on the team. This is a good dribble he has over a lot of them. I think this, no, last-minute touch.
That looked like it was a straight angle, but Wismont was just positioned just close enough that he was able to stop it. Isn't going to stop Preston from trying to go for it again. Durtho going to try and redirect. Woozy off the top is able to get past Wismont. Able to get their main defender out of the way for even a moment is going to lead to a ton of opportunities, but it's not going to be enough. Durtho double bouncing it off the ceiling over to Preston. It looks like we might have another near clear angle here, but it's going to be redirected by Sonic Boom. And I hate to say it, but I think we might have an overtime on our hands.
Yeah, it's really weird that we have this sort of performance that feels like everything and nothing from the Broncos at the same time. It's like they've gotten so much control, been pressuring Oakland so much, but they just don't have the goals to show for it. And just one mistake they could make here if Oakland tries to score on them could actually make the whole game go against the Broncos. Preston trying to find a dribble here, trying to play it above. Peep will push it off the wall. Durtho sends one on and gets it in overtime for a Bronco win.
I really appreciate that very beginning moment where he was able to get it past Peep by just kind of like distracting, I guess, to allow, I believe, Durtho to bounce it off the wall and get a straight shot into the goal. I mean, looking at these stats here, it looks like there's just like a lot more shots taken from the side of Boise, but Jay Wismont, a defending demon. I mean, I think that was like, it was like 6 times all in one game. It is wild. He's going to be a menace, like it looks like in these later series.
But at the very end, it's going to have to rely on just converting that defense into actual clears, and that's where I think Oakland is just coming up short here. They're not really able to find anything.
True. Offense-wise, it's a strong start. I mean, it looks like we're going to go straight into the second game right after that.
Yeah, I don't really want to waste too much time on this. Ready to go on in. Boise State versus Oakland, game number 2 of this best of 5. We will see how things work out and if the Broncos can keep up the momentum. I mean, overall, the fundamentals are there. It's the side control. Maybe if you got one of those team members that is just really in the stats showing themselves to be an amazing defender, then you can kind of change your game plan a little bit instead of like kind of disrupting all the players, like really focus out that one player if he's a strong keystone of defense.
It looks like we're going to get right into this. Durtho going to be able to take the kickoff right over to Preston. It's going to be stopped by Sonic Boom. That was close for a kickoff goal. Going to continue taking that pressure all the way over to the side of Boise State. But it looks like it might be a little bit of an overcommit from Oakland. Yeah, they... Okay. Peep's able to take it back. I got a little concerned there, but... Maybe I was concerned in the wrong direction because I saw an overcommit from the side of Oakland, and it just ended up working out for them. Peep was able to stop it at like the center and was able to send it all the way back where both players on, the other side were.
We're into the next kickoff. Oakland with a slight lead. Boise State chasing off to the side. Boom now with control. Can he place shot on goal? Preston will take it up and to the corner. Woozy passes to Preston. Oh, but a whiff, and Durtho can't save it, so Boise State will be left scoreless. Peep on the counterattack sets a bid one back to Boise State. Woozy sets it up against their own backboard, and Boom then takes it for another shot against Boise, and a follow-up. Boise State gets scored on again. I think I'm really seeing, we saw an own goal in game one, and we're kind of seeing these really, Boise State, when they're kind of back passing, they're really kind of centering the shots. I mean, we're not seeing kind of the traditional push it off to the corner to give yourself some time. They're kind of inadvertently assisting Oakland. Yeah,
I mean, we really saw it there with that last goal especially. Just kind of let it drop down into the arms of Oakland. Easy goal for them. Woozy's not able to take action on that ball, but Durtho is going to be there. Woozy not able to hit it once more. So it's going to be backpedaled back to the BSU side. Jay Wismont in the air trying to stop it. Woozy sending it off to the side, not going to let them take any more pressure. But Peep is going to be there. Where did that shot even come from?
Sometimes these shots just really sneak up on you.
Yeah.
These these shots from, I mean, it was a great recognition, and I'm sure there was a call out on the pass there from Oakland, and really just things clicked together.
I mean, 3 goals down and not even a minute 30 seconds into this game. That's quite the differential. Almost 4. Ooh. Barely saved. Pressing and continue trying to send it all the way back. Able to get it past Wismont. Stalled in the air. Durtho not letting that getting any more further. But once again, we're just seeing it time and time again. Wismont just able to clear with all of these defending maneuvers.
Woozy with one touch on the ball, sets it up with the second, moving down in, and Pete pushes it off to the side.
Going to continue trying to reroute it, but Wismont is already deep in. Able to get it past Sonic, and if they can get it past Peep, that's going to be the first goal.
Boise State now starting to come alive, chipping away at this deficit. But they still got 2 goals to go in 2 minutes 30 seconds. That's not out of the question.
No, not at all. I think, I mean, at this point, it's just got to be a matter of paying attention specifically to where Wismont is playing. He seems to be handling a lot of the defense, and if he is away from that goal, I think that there's a good opportunity for Boise State to try and pursue that. Gonna get sent off by Pete to Preston. Not any clear shot there to Sonic, gonna keep denying. Woozy taking it off. Wismont is going to be denying it once more.
Peep a few touches as they try to dribble it off into the other side of the field. Preston try a counterattack, gets a double touch, makes it a triple, unable to flip reset, so it'll die in midfield. Around the corner, Woozy goes. Durtho shot up on the front post, doesn't find it. It's going to head back on over to mid. Woozy tries to put on another shot, misses that one. Broncos, this is very slow play from them.
I mean, it's been a whole minute 30 seconds since they got that goal, and I mean, with only a minute left remaining, this is suddenly not looking very achievable. I mean, if they are going to want to win this game, they've got to get a goal here and now, but they've just been on the back foot for what seems to be most of this round. Demo's going to come out from Dirtho. And well, I mean, 30 seconds, it is very doable, but it's given Oakland's track record of playing these last 2 rounds, it's going to be pretty difficult to get past their defense. Uzi going to take it off the back wall. Wismont is there, and he's just going to take it directly in, and I think that's going to be a game 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of time where he just really wasn't contested. We do see Boise State kind of just try to come in, but they're at an awkward angle, so there's no real chance that they can touch it without pushing it in their own goal.
Okay, 10 seconds left. Almost a goal there, but denied by Tisonic. And with that, it's going to be 1-1.
Boise State had the overall lead in shots on goal, but things just kind of got away from them. And again, I think it's these times when Oakland is pushing up against Boise State and they need to find a way to get the ball out of the center. It's just these shots that normally should be going off to the corners. It's just kind of evading them, and that's kind of a more of an individual thing of just the pure mechanics of getting the right touch and angle on the ball.
I think a prime moment to look at would be that moment where they just let the ball drop down right in front of the goal, and they just kind of allowed Oakland to just tap it in, and there wasn't really any further action taken to stop the ball from dropping in front of the goal. They just kind of let it happen. I don't know. You can't allow a situation like that.
And now we'll go into Game 3. Boise State versus Oakland, ready to head on in. And we'll see if the Broncos can bring this back. They did manage to very narrowly get a win in Game 1, but we will at least be seeing a Game 4. So can the Broncos really kind of shake out these fundamental mistakes that we're seeing just in terms of mechanics?
I mean, we look back at Game 1, it wasn't that bad. I think it was fairly like neck and neck for most of that game, but something happened in that Game 2, and it just gave Oakland like such a big mental boost. BSU going to be going full defensive now. It looks like 2 players all moving back. Dirtho, it's a clean shot.
Pretty nicely laid right on the right in the lower left corner. Those corner shots can always be a little bit trickier to defend, so it's a nice early lead for the Broncos.
I mean, I'm getting a little bit of deja vu because we saw this exact same thing happen in Game 1, and I can only hope that we don't get deja vu moment from round 2, because that would be very unfortunate. Sonic Boom just looking for an angle to send this back, and it'd be able to take it to Peep. Rejected by Preston. Dirtho off the top. Preston sending it to Woozy, stopped by Peep.
Back off to the center. Oakland on a counterattack, trying to center it. Dirtho goes around the corner, trying to get possession back. About a minute 30 into this match. Boise State has yet to really get into a lead more than 1 goal. Woozy starting with a nice dribble. Peep unable to make contact, and an open goal scored for the Broncos. They'll go up 2.
Really nice back and forth action there between Woozy and Dirtho, both on like the exact same line, but able to push the ball like between one another. It's really nice. Woozy going to be sending it over to Durtho. Prevented by Wismont once again. Over and over again. Peep just a little bit too narrow. Going to get bounced off the goal. Durtho going to be sending it. Going to be trying to take control. Woozy going to send it off the top over to Preston. Looking for an angle. Can't find it. Wismont going to take control. To Durtho, Woozy is going to whiff on the ball, and it looks like it's just going to be wide open. What an overcommit.
And it really has been those overcommit moments where a team has just gone too forward. Boise kind of scored their first one. That last one that they scored, their second goal, was right in the center when Oakland had crossed past the midfield and then comes right back to bite the Broncos. So just a little bit kind of what we've been saying earlier about those fundamentals of getting the right angles, making sure you have the right positioning. It's kind of being a game of mistakes right now where both teams are looking to punish each other.
I mean, with what once was a 2-goal differential, I think at the point like that, I don't know if the strategy is to go for 3 or just like to hold down the fort on defense, but it looks like it's only a 1-goal differential now. But, you know, it is still enough to obviously win you the game, but now you got to be treading a little bit more carefully.
Boise State looking over the ball, gets a nice one past one of the players, but Peep stops it in mid, so the contest is still going to be going. Once Oakland is a little bit short on boost, Boise State might be able to take advantage of that as Woozy continues to dribble. Unable to put a shot on goal, though, as Peep gets a nice block in the center of the field. Boom takes the shot now on the counterattack, pushes it on, double commit by the Broncos to save. Definitely a little bit shaky for Boise State. And another quick follow-up shot, and it goes past, and yeah, that's we're seeing some defensive mistakes from the Broncos we don't normally see. Preston just got way too late on that defense. About a second or two off the rotation.
I think that one really was, like what you've been saying over and over again, that one really was just a fundamentals failure. Preston going to be preventing another kickoff goal, though. And that was close.
Shot back toward Boise State's goal. Preston has to get it off the respawn, but since he's off the respawn, he doesn't have the boost to follow up. Woozy will then take control of the ball up the side of the field. It's stopped. Durtho pass over to the other side.
Woozy.
Oh, double commit. Or it might have been an attempt at a pinch. Could have been either. Woozy up the side. And it's just going to trickle on down. Durtho can't dunk it in, however.
And off the top, not going to be able to find an angle, though, to Sonic. Prevents the dunk. Just knocked over to Oakland's side by Preston. Durtho looking for another chance. Preston. Here we go, Wismont once again. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit of an overcommit. Going to be dialing it back from the side of Oakland. Woozy, near straight shot. Durtho dunking it down, but it was a little too short.
10 seconds left. Preston tries to stop a potential counterattack, maybe a buzzer beater. It goes past Boise State Broncos off their back post, and as long as the ball stays up in the air, either team has a chance at a buzzer beater, but we will go to overtime.
This really is just a deja vu of Game 1. Added like 1 goal on both sides, but this is a very similar situation what we were seeing before.
Demo onto Preston. That's going to stop his play. Boom, now taking it up the side of the field. Preston off the respawn tries to stop it, but it's set up off the backboard. Woozy will take it to mid. And they try to get a redirect, a back pass to Oakland's own goal. They can go back to center. Off into the corner. Back over to Oakland territory. Boise State, though, no one's really contesting Boom, so he can work with this ball. Durtho will at least stop him in midfield. Peep moves off to the side. Preston looking for his clear double touch, and again, Oakland's just getting these slight little touches that are disrupting Boise's dribbles, and It's enough, although open goal opportunity, and Woozy spots it, gets it for himself. And I really do think that is one of the things that's allowed so many saves from Oakland is, I don't know if we have seen a situation for Boise State where we've been seeing like a double or triple follow-up. Because when the Broncos are at their best, for every shot on goal they get two or three follow-up shots on that. But it seems that this game, it's shot, save, back to center. And I want to see kind of that faster-paced gameplay a little bit more.
I'm really glad you said that because I was feeling pretty similar. I feel like there's a lot of follow-up from both ends. I mean, it's really it's a little awkward. I mean, we look at the general scoreboard here. Boise State with a win record of 3 wins to 2 losses, going to be putting them in 3rd place.
Yeah, I mean, Oakland, that was because of that earlier loss to USF that I was mentioning a little beforehand. Oakland University has a record of 4-1. So Boise State takes this. They go up to 5-2 and bring Oakland to 4-2. So this is a very important match, and Boise State is just very little a little bit ahead of Oakland. Are going up against the best team currently in the Division I. So battle to take the lead. They have 2 chances left to get a victory here. So we'll head back on down to the Coliseum.
Good old Coliseum. Game 4 here, I mean, it is going to be match point for Boise. I was hesitant for most of this, but it looks like they've locked in, especially with that 3rd game there. I mean, given a little bit more follow-up, if we see that, I think that this could be a manageable win for Boise State.
Durtho moves up, has a nice dribble going, and Woozy tries to be the follow-up, but he goes flying past it. But this is a lot of pressure placed on Oakland's goal starting off. Ball high up in the air. Boom takes it. Durtho can't block. Prep will now go off of the wall, but Preston beats him. Looks like he beat him to it, but he didn't get solid contact with the ball, so it's still in Boise State's territory. Peep looking to center, and
oh man,
attempted shot on goal, but it just went flying over. Look at
There's
that
just
disruption,
so much chaos. Oh man, barely saved by Preston. There was like 3 players all touching the ball at the same time there.
It wasn't just 3 players touching the ball, though. Woozy shot on goal here, and he'll put Boise State in the lead. It wasn't 3 players. There was 1 player from Oakland actually bumped into 2 of the Broncos, and they kind of got a 2-for-1 deal on the disruption. So yeah. I do like seeing that kind of more pushy play. It just didn't result in a goal for Oakland, and luckily for the Broncos, they were able to counterattack fast for this first goal that we see here.
Durtho with a little bit of a bunt play. Gonna be able to get around Peep, but Wismont now in the goal. Preston gonna be going off the back, and it's just a little bit too wide. Sent to the side by Woozy. An opportunity, but Boom is going to stop that from happening.
Back up.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Back up into the corner. Peep looking to get a shot on goal. Tried to pinch it off the ground. Doesn't find the right angle. We'll center it again for Boom. Follow-up. Boise State will block it. Shots on goal have actually been dead even. Boise State started out a lot of these rounds with a huge lead in shots on goal, but Oakland had a great defense. But in this game, Oakland is matching back Boise State shot for shot.
Woozy is going to be stopped by Wismont. Turned around at the mid lane by Durtho. And a little bit too wide once again. Looks like it's going to be going off to the side, and it's too narrow. Demo coming out. I mean, for a moment, it's going to be put in Oakland's advantage, but Preston is going to be saving it once again.
And, oh my goodness, a complete breakdown of defense from Oakland. What started as just a clear down the center. I mean, this should have been intercepted. That was just a pure misread by Oakland there.
Maybe that was just like my poor depth perception, but I really thought that was... I thought that was not going to go in.
No, I was there with you. I don't think it was a matter of depth perception. It was just... Speed and a little bit too far pushed up from Oakland. And maybe another shot on goal here by Preston. It's going to be a little off to the left. Boise State will look to recover, though. Durtho, nice redirect. It's not quite centered on the goal, but it's going to be good enough that Boise State can set up another play. They're going to start doing that now. If they can block this clear, though, it's a high shot, and oh, what a redirect off the crossbar. Boise State just staggers away from that one, and a counterattack is blocked by Peep as well. Two very close goals by each team. The score remains 2-0. Quick shot on goal. Preston will be there with the save.
These goal saves couldn't be any more close. That off the top double bounce one, I'm still in shock that one didn't go in. Woozy going to be trying to take it back. Off the top to Preston. Sent off to the side once again. Preston saves it once again. And I mean, overall, it does look like Boise State has put a little, like, they've recognized their lack of fundamentals and are, like, doing a lot more here. I mean, we're seeing, number one, Preston's been doing a lot of saving action, and I think that there's been a lot more follow-up action from the side of Boise.
And they've been coming through clutch in a lot of these saves. I mean, we're talking about how much Oakland's been getting saved, but you look at Preston, Durtho, and Woozy, each of them has at least 2 saves to their name, so they've been able to keep these nail-biting moments, just moments, not actual goals. Durtho moving back on the field as Preston back passes Tim. Durtho pushes it back. Shot back toward Boise State center. Preston will get it. Peep clear ahead on that 50. It wasn't really even a 50. He was so far ahead. Boom will go off into the corner, try to push it up, set it up, and Woozy will be there with another great save for the Broncos. And at this point, if they can get a solid clear here, I think that's enough time bled off the clock that Boise State will be looking at a win.
With a 2-goal
there
lead.
It is.
Yeah.
There it is.
10 seconds left. I think that's wraps.
Yeah, most likely. Boise State ball's going to head over. Back on over to Durtho. And the ball just needs to hit the ground, and Boise State will have beaten the team that's currently in the lead in NACE Star League Division 1. Set themselves up to, I think they are tied for first after this. So Boise State, very nicely job done on that best of 5. Things looked a little bit shaky in game 2, but the Broncos were able to hold in there. It really shows kind of how tough opponents they have when you can consider the most landslidey game of the match was just 2-0.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it is going to put Oakland and Boise State at the same score of 4 wins, 2 losses. So evening it up. Nicely done.
All right, that does it for the first match, but we got a match against Kansas still ready to go in NACE Star League, and we've got the top 5 plays of the game to show you, brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. They have a multitude of jobs which offer a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. You can live here, work here, and serve here with the Idaho Army National Guard. Reach out to them on Instagram at iGuardGaming. That'll do it for the first game. We'll be back soon with the second, and in the meantime, enjoy your top 5 plays.
Demo's going to come out from Durtho. And, well, I mean, 30 seconds, it is very doable.
Preston trying to find a dribble here, trying to play it above. Peep will push it off the wall. Durtho sends one on and gets it in overtime for a Bronco win.
Full defensive now. It looks like 2 players all moving back. Durtho. It's a clean
touch, and again, Oakland's just getting these slight little touches that are disrupting Boise's dribbles, and it's enough. Aldo, open goal opportunity, and Woozy spots it, gets it for him.
It's by Preston. There was like 3 players all touching the ball at the same time there.
It wasn't just 3 players touching the ball, though. Woozy shot on goal here, and he'll put Boise State in the lead.
Once there was a traveler whose feet never left the ground. With only his mind as his map and his senses his compass, he raced into the great unknown, armed only with the speed of legend. His trails he blazed, his rivals he played. Every sprint a blur. Every turn trusting his allies. In silence, he raged and waged with quickening, sickening speed. His name a chant, filling arenas. Because some heroes leave footprints, others an afterburn. Without conflict, there is no resolution. Without verses, there is no victory.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it.
Will push it off the wall. Durtho sends one on and gets it in overtime for a Bronco win. Too much time on this, ready to go on in. Boise State versus Oakland, game number 2 of this best of 5. We will see how things work out. Counterattack sets a bid one back to Boise State. Woozy sets it up against their own backboard, and Boom then takes it for another shot against Boise, and a follow-up. Boise State gets scored on again. I think I'm really seeing, we saw an own goal in game 1, and we're kind of seeing these really, Boise State, when they're kind of back passing, they're
going to be backpedaled back to the BSU side. Jay Wismont in the air trying to stop it. Woozy sending it off to the side, not going to let them take any more pressure. But Peep is going to be there. Where did that shot even come from? But Wismont is already deep in, able to get it past Sonic, and if they can get it past Peep, that's going to be the first goal. Demo's going to come out from Durtho. And well, I mean, 30 seconds, it is very doable. He's going to take it off the back wall. Wismont is there, and he's just going to take it directly in, and I think that's going to be a game 2. Full defensive now. It looks like 2 players all moving back. Durtho, it's a clean
one goal. Woozy starting with a nice dribble. Peep unable to make contact, and an open goal scored for the Broncos. They'll go up 2.
To Durtho, Woozy is going to whiff on the ball, and it looks like it's just going to be wide open. What an overcommit.
A little bit shaky for Boise State. And another quick follow-up shot, and it goes past, and yeah, that's we're seeing some defensive mistakes from the Broncos we touch, and again, Oakland's just getting these slight little touches that are disrupting Boise's dribbles, and it's enough. Aldo, open goal opportunity, and Woozy spots it, gets it for him. Peep looking to center, and oh man, attempted shot on goal, but he just went flying over. Look at that disruption,
so much chaos. Oh man, barely by Preston. There was like 3 players all touching the ball at the same time there.
It wasn't just 3 players touching the ball, though. Woozy shot on goal here, and he'll put Boise State in the lead.
Advantage, but Preston is going to be saving it once again.
And oh my goodness, a complete breakdown of defense goals by each team. The score remains 2-0. Quick shot on goal. Preston will be there with the save.
These goal saves couldn't be any more close.
It really shows kind of how tough opponents they have when you can consider the most landslidey game of the match was just 2-0.
I mean, yeah, it is going to
forgetful when I wanna play. Little memories from the years so far away. They've been locked where my sadness lays. In a garden that's like a tomb. It'll grow but just not for you. And if those thoughts do enter your head, they'll just come in fragments, never making sense enough to beget any big emotion, any sore regrets. They're just echoes. You'll hear it goes instead. What's the solution? I anticipate that the past is better than the way ahead. As I trudge through my days, I wait for a feeling that never comes. Things are different when you're young. This unique flavor of pain, should I let it grasp me? What if I never feel that way again? All the carefree laughter that I can't attain, it just echoes. I hear echoes in my head. It just Hey there, space boy, moving through the galaxy. Can you hear me through the dark? I'm calling you. Where do I start? I'm an emotional, taking in your sweet and considerate heart. Come into my world, give me your spark. Time to land and visit the planet. Give me your trust, I wanna make you sure I'm the reason to come back here. Just don't linger too much, 'cause you're a stranger, baby. So come get to know me. Don't be a stranger now. charm. Take a breather, I'm what you needed. Give me your heart, I wanna make you sure I'm the reason to rest up here. If you don't linger enough, you'll be a stranger, baby. So come get to know me. Don't be a stranger now.
would you look at me? Yo, I'm a lazy motherfucker, that's what everyone sees. Ain't it funny how you wanna be the best, but you can't even get up and get dressed? Wasted, face it, you're never gonna make it. Rockstar, you won't get far. I know you're confused. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be. Wanna go to outer space, superhero in the streets. Damn, what a lie. What a time to be alive. How have I survived? Life's a battlefield. 1974. Takes hold, then I just might wind up dead. Wasted, face it, you're never gonna be the one. Rockstar, you won't get far. At least you had fun. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be. A king or a queen, as long as you got a dream. Oh no, it's a lie. They just wanna take your life, try to tell you it's a battlefield. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be. Wanna go to outer space, superhero in the streets. Damn, what a lie. What a time to be alive. How have I survived? Life's a battlefield. 1974.
Welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. We're here with the second Rocket League match in NACE for the day. We are going up against the Kansas Jayhawks. The Boise State got a victory against the #1 team in Division 1. We'll see if they can make their record just a little bit better and secure that #1 spot. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer. I am joined by Dallin Starnes. Call all of the action for you. And Dallin, you can see the Broncos. Look at Eartho there. Did you see that?
I don't think I could replicate that if I tried. Hold on. No. I don't have that.
You just don't have that.
I can't get into the groove, man.
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
so
sorry.
sad.
You can't get into the groove. But, we'll see if the Boise State can get into the groove, if they can do what they need to win. Of course, if they want to be performing at their best and have the best chance of winning against Kansas Jayhawks, then they are going to have to follow Doc's keys to the game.
Oh.
And Doc's keys to the game is going to be to hit the gym, fam. No more Duke Denny's. Don't yeet that phone, TBH, and send her the link. It's brought to you by Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games, competition for you. I still don't get it. My daughter tried to explain it to me. I still don't get it.
All I know is that no, I shouldn't. No.
You need to resist the urge.
I need to resist the urge to yeet that phone, TBH.
Yeah, I know. That's spitting facts right there. The other fact that we have for Boise State is, of course, they can secure that first position if they are ready to go and if they I think we saw some good gameplay by them going up against the top team, Oakland. A few mistakes here and there, but if we can rectify those issues, then I think Boise State could be going to an early victory here.
I think we definitely could be seeing something like that, considering how in that Oakland series it was off to an admittedly rough start, but I think Boise State kind of ramped up as the games continued and got stronger each game, not including the second. But like after the second game, I feel like their performance got better and better.
Yep, very much agree on that. Okay, Boise State, the first kickoff. Spade looking to gain a bit of control off of this. Going to push it way far back into Bronco territory. Now it's back over to where Kansas goal. Woozy comes in, isn't able to get the centering shot that he was looking for. We'll see if Boise State can, wow, Sauce actually puts Kansas into the lead.
Yeah, that was really sudden. That was just like a completely off the wall. Preston nowhere to be seen on defense. I think, I mean, I don't know if I'd consider that an overcommit. It was just like a really well placed shot. Well, I mean, with a goal like that in the first 10 seconds, it's going to give Boise State a little bit of a memo that they got to get a little more offensive here. Try and get whatever shot they can.
Durtho is trying to set up for Preston, and that's just off of the crossbar. That was a rough one.
Just a wee bit too wide.
A wee bit too wide.
A wee bit. Just a wee bit.
I like that. Hit the gym, fam. No more Duke Denny's. Don't
Thanks, I think.
And send her the link. Think, okay. Brought to you by Drop In Gaming, the premier online platform.
Well, I mean, Sauce is going to take it off the ceiling. I've got so many Sauce jokes for when he eventually gets that joke. or like, I mean, whenever anything happens in this game, I can relate it back. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the moment. Durtho, fortunately not able to get it sent in. Woozy going to try and get a reshot.
3:45 in the first game. Boise State looking to equalize this up. They have to go chasing after the ball. Durtho giving up a lot of ground. Woozy now in the corner, ready to take it as a backup. Doesn't make good contact, though. It has to go to Preston instead. Try to play it around Spade. Spade gets a firm block. Woozy back over to the other side of the field. Can he take it? Sauce. Letting it go back off toward the goal. Stopped. And, a spike down. Almost secures another goal.
Durtho. Very, very close save there at the end. It's going to be sent over to the other side, but Chura going to be sending it right back. Sauce kind of 360 to round the ball there.
Woozy shot placed on the goal. Sauce gets it off to the side.
What's your favorite kind of sauce? I'm sorry.
My favorite kind of sauce?
Marinara. I'll say it.
I don't know. It's gonna depend on how well Boise State does. If they lose this game, then I'm gonna be into a different kind of sauce entirely.
I mean, with them being 4-2 in the entire series, they've got a good advantage here. If they secure this series, I think that'll put them like at the top.
Running around the Rosie, Durtho. Preston, he's going to leave it for Preston. Pass to Woozy, but Chura beats him to it. Huge shot back toward Boise State. Space, shot on goal, and it's good. Kansas up 2-0.
Space to Spade. Ooh, come on. I've been playing a lot of Elatro. I got to think of one Joker pun here. Or not Joker, poker. Poker. Suit. There's suits. There's ranks. I don't know. I'll get to it eventually.
There are hearts, clubs, spades, and diamonds.
Yeah, those are the suits.
Yeah, so I was thinking that... never mind.
He put all of his heart into clubbing that diamond of a shot into the goal. Shout out Spade.
I think
does it again. I'm giving him too much power here.
Nah, I think Spade just clubs the Broncos right in the heart. It's just a real diamond in the rough there of a play.
See, now you just stole my joke.
No, I just made it sound better. I sounded more natural. It's more natural.
Wow. I see how it is. I see how it is. Kansas up 3-0 right now. It's not looking that good for Boise at the moment.
But Boise has, I would say, barely enough time to mount a comeback and might do here. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Woozy, upper left corner, finds it.
Now, can you do it 2 more times? At least.
Oh, I like that. I like that customize.
Yeah.
Woozy,
that foghorn.
Stay on that foghorn, okay? I love foghorns, deep ship sounds. Just
it really gets you. It feels your soul. Oh, but Chura.
And that drains my soul right there. Chura just instantly gets a goal. I mean, Durtho, yeah, I had the right idea, contest, but oh no, Chura, he beat him to it on the 50. Oh, that's rough. All right. Well, like I said, Boise State has barely enough time for a kickoff. They still have enough. Barely.
I mean, every second counts here, and these seconds are just slowly dwindling away They got to get 3 goals here in the span of 80-ish seconds. It's going to be a little difficult.
No one said it would be an easy ride. Durtho centers it, but it goes right to Jura instead. Spade off to the side. Sauce takes the ball, plays it under Preston. Durtho goes back to communicate with Woozy. Shot into the corner.
It's just going to be staying along that side. Chura with a pretty straight shot, but is going to be stopped by Durtho. Woozy taking it in the air. Stopped by Spade. Opportunity rolls right on by, and now it's going to get sent back over to Boise State side. And just like that, there's only 30 seconds left.
Pass to Woozy, shot on goal, and Spade reads it. Stops it before the Broncos can score. Preston back passes to their own goal. Doesn't go in, but Chura looking to set it up. A quick little chip shot attempt. Kansas moving in. Can they get a 5th? Oh, they can't. Just ball gets away from Spade. Boise State will drop the first game and have to make this up sometime later in the match.
I don't know. I think Boise State really need to hit the gym, fam, and no more Duke days. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think back to Doc's keys of the game because I think that could be very important in this moment. And I think there's a lot of key details that Boise State could be using to their advantage.
The hidden subtext they need to read between the lines because there's deepness there.
Exactly. Now you understand. Now you get it. I mean, for example, take this. Send her the link. Her being the ball and the link being the goal.
Oh, wow. You see, because you like to be subtle. You know, you don't like to just spill it out for somebody. You like to have the meanings hidden within there.
There's layers to this.
I still don't get it. I still don't get it. I feel more like my parents now than ever. My daughter tried to explain it to me. I still don't get it.
Well, I mean, we head into game 2 here. It was a pretty rough game 1, and I've said deja vu so many times. I'm getting deja vu over that fact, but it does feel very reminiscent to Oakland game. Well, one can only hope that we see a similar effect to how this whole series is going to go. I mean, it starts off rough, but then they kind of start evening into things. Obviously, it's not how you want every series to go, but like one can hope.
I want to notice that Kansas making their campus community proud. Kansas has a list of notable alumni, including politicians, athletes, and business leaders, because no other university produces those.
Sure, they are the only ones.
Durtho gets a shot on goal right off the bat. Woozy gets a nice setup, but immediately puts some pressure, and then Durtho just a nice little adjustment on double commit also by Kansas.
I mean, if that's the start that you want, that's the start that you got. You're going to be up 1 goal first 10 seconds. It's pretty much the inverse of that first game. Spade going to be taking it up the side, straight through the middle, going to be stopped by Woozy. But Sauce going to be there to continue the shot. Spade to Sauce.
Oh, Sauce shot on goal to Spade. They just work together all the way through, and they tie it up.
It's like a back-to-back Wordle guess. You guess Spade, and then after that you're like, all right, I guess I got an S, an A, and an E in this word. Sauce. They work in conjunction, really.
That is true. Basically, all 3 of their names could be Wordle guesses. They're all going with 5 letters.
Is Chura a word?
I don't know. I have to consult the dictionary on that one.
I could think of churro and chupacabra.
Oh, Durtho to Woozy, trying to set it up, and I saw that. When I see Durtho playing off the ceiling like that high up in the air, I know he's up to something.
Like Spider-Man. Oh, wow. What a shot.
Notable alumni, including
Sauce can take a little bit of the kickoff there. Also leads into a demo. Durtho sending it straight up directly to Sauce. able to get past Chura. Going to continue putting on this pressure. Preston down. Getting a little bit too high from Woozy.
3 minutes, 40 seconds left.
Notable
Spade
alumni,
looking to set this
including
up. Sure has a good
politicians
shot on it.
and
No,
business
runs right into
leaders.
Durtho instead.
Because no other university produces those.
Woozy just trying to get control of this ball here on the wall. He's fighting gravity itself.
I always feel like I'm losing that battle. Meanwhile, Spade, Churus puts a shot, but there's no one really to follow up on it. So Sauce driving it under the field. Preston around the corner, up and to the air. It's in business leaders. Chura, nice contest on it, but the ball dies in midfield. Spade trying to keep control. Durtho gets one touch, runs into Sauce on the side. Preston will stop it from being centered. Chura contests in midfield, but Preston pushes it past him. Now Boise State with side control and a centering, but no follow-up. Woozy will stay in there instead. Slow play this. Try to get a quick shot on goal. Doesn't find it.
Preston going to be trying to just get one more shot in.
And business leaders. Because no other university
Now halfway
produces
through,
those.
time-wise.
So gets a shot on goal right off the bat. I can think
This is
of
going to be
Churro
Woozy and Sauce. Able to get
Chicago.
past.
Durtho
It's
to
going to be
Woozy,
led
trying
directly
set
to
it up.
Durtho, who's going to send it straight in.
And he'll get a hat trick as well.
Wow. Really need to admire that defense skill. He really dribbled through the defense like a squirrel dodging traffic.
Woozy
and Sauce.
very
Able
true.
to get past. It's going to be
Sauce
led directly
goes
to Durtho,
up
who's
the
going to send it
field.
straight in.
Woozy pushes it off to the side. Chura trying to let it drop down in front of the goal. Doesn't find it.
Ooh. Going to be stopped, fortunately. That would have been really crazy to see if it was shot from all the way back there.
Woozy fresh picks up on boost, moves his way back up on the field.
Surely not.
All this good.
Wow. I mean, he scored that all the way back from the mid lane. It's like he was playing FIFA in easy mode.
That's true. That is very true. You can see the Broncos are happy in the lower left corner as well. Spade
like
in
he
right
was playing
position,
FIFA
cheated.
in easy
We'll
mode.
get some side
That's
control
true.
off of it. That is very true. Boise State, solid lead, 4-1. Durtho stops the forward push. Spade will come in, try to regain it. Those are happy. Preston and Chura 50. Preston gets the better of it, leaves it for Woozy. Ready to push their way up the field. Preston shot on goal with Durtho, and Sauce will be there for the save. Shot on goal in the counterattack, and it's driven in past Sauce. By Sauce.
Saucy.
Yeah.
Raw sauce.
right off the bat.
This is going to be Woozy and Sauce. Able to get past. I can't think of anything else. I don't know. Ketchup.
I think of churro and
Mustard.
Oh,
Durtho,
horseradish.
Woozy
Relish.
trying to set it up.
Balsamic.
Ranch.
All right, Spade passes to Sauce.
Are condiments sauce? Does that count?
I would say so.
Okay. All right. I was having inner
Notable
thoughts about that.
alumni,
I was like,
Oh, follow up by Preston.
Ooh.
No, just runs right into Sauce.
we try and go for it once more. Going to be sent up by Spade. Durtho off the top. Prevented.
Preston, oh, look at Spade. Get some ground for Kansas, but they're a little bit too far off to the side in terms of the goals. Boise State on a counterattack. Woozy, it's going to be Sauce to defend.
Ooh. I mean, 30 seconds left to go. It's just got to be a little bit of a defense game from the side of Boise State. As long as they just like keep this ball out of their goal, they're winning.
Look
They're
at
chilling.
ooh! Tried to sneak it under, didn't find it.
I mean, just like a chef's kitchen, every second counts. And
And
it's
then the
these
Sauce
seconds
right
are-
here. Oh,
10-9, yeah. That is going to be game 2, I feel.
Sauce also hasn't been hasn't only been the main offensive player, but also defensive as well.
Yeah, he's been.
When he's on the defense, he's as solid as a nice port reduction, and then he goes into a nice pomegranate honey when he's on the counterattack.
True.
I'm glad I could resonate with you on such a deep level.
You really did. I totally know what pomegranate honey is.
Well, of course, it's one of the best sauces out there. All right, Boise State at 4-2. We talked about the last game, evened it up 4-2 for a tie, but this will be.
I can think
this
of
will get them
Churro
into the
and
lead.
Chupacabra.
Deartho to Woozy, trying to set it up. We're back to 2-2, just like how the first match started as well. Question is, will Kansas find it in them to drive this all the way to Game 5? Or will Boise State just get a quick win here? Kansas could also win it, though, in the fourth game as well.
That's true. I mean, leading into this third game, I'm trying to think of other terms other than deja vu, you know. But a lot of these scores really are just like, they feel really reminiscent of past scores, of past rounds, I guess.
Well, Boise State, at least through all the games, aren't keeping us to any sweeps. They want it to go long and for us to bite our nails in it, you know, or it to be a little bit more dramatic than a soap opera cliffhanger.
Exactly like that, yeah. Very, very nice description.
Thank you.
Spade with a pretty meteoric shot. Not going to be able to get it in. Woozy sending it back. Sauce lost the ball. I'm trying.
Sauce lost. That's a ring sauce. Lost sauce. Oh, a follow-up there. Chura just gets it away from Kansas' goal, and Boise State is having to go back into defensive mode. Does not want to leave an open goal. Sauce now in the middle of the field, takes it away from the Broncos, kicks him right like a spicy chili, and now Woozy trying to go up the side of the field.
I thought you were doing like an M&M bar for a second.
I had something going there.
I was really scared.
Deartho around the corner. Can he get it out of Boise State's defensive third? Chura puts a shot on the goal, and it's stopped. Woozy, touch in midair. And, Sauce is going to deny the centering.
Directly off the top to Chura. It's going to be sent to the corner. Able to get past Chura. Woozy going to try and center it. Not going to happen.
But Sauce, nope, unable to set it. Chura wasn't there for the follow-up. Instead of going to get one touch off the side, but Deartho's right there to center it again. Woozy sets it up in the air. Sauce beats Deartho to the 50. Preston. Sauce continuing his play over to Chura, who can't get the shot on goal. Boise State is beat them to the 50. Woozy pushes it back to midfield. Shot on goal. Preston saves. Preston now back to midfield. Sauce still contesting midfield. Puts another one in front of Boise State's goal, and Chura delivers. Kansas gets the lead.
I thought that was Spade, and I had a really good one. But I'm going to have to save it for later. I can't think of any puns to go off of with the Chura, other than like Churro or Chupacabra. But those don't really track.
I don't know. I'm sure if you think hard enough, you can find something. Spade.
Back into my mind palace.
Trying to get the clear, doesn't find it. Preston, nice flip reset, continues off the backboard, down, follow up, no, Deartho tried, Woozy gets a shot on goal, but it's saved by Sauce.
Just a bunch of back and forth there at the very end. It was really close. Preston going to be trying to send it up. Sauce not able to get a handle on this ball. Going to be stopped by Deartho. Chura to Preston.
Back to Woozy. Spade and Deartho. Deartho wins the 50. Doesn't put it up in a position where Boise State can get a shot on goal. Chura now driving it back to mid. Preston loses the contest. This is a lot of ground gained back by Chura. Round the corner, and Deartho will stop it before Sauce tries set up shot on goal, and Preston gets the save. Chura once again, they'll try, and Deartho takes it away before the follow-up. Woozy now on the counter-attack. Deartho looking to center to Preston, gets it!
That's going to even up the score. Spade, just barely couldn't reach it. 9 of hearts. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, both players try to cheat, and there's a demo as a cheat up on the kickoff, and there's a demo as a result. Durtho shot back over toward Woozy. Oh,
wow.
Shura. That's really rough. Boise State couldn't defend that. Woozy tried his best, but he was at a bad angle.
Up 1 more point again. It's putting Boise State back on the back foot.
Preston, off the kickoff. That's a lot of time, though, for Chura to move on to the center. Oh, Preston, nope, not going to get it. Boise State looking to tie this up. It's going to go off the backboard, follow up by Durtho, and then Woozy gets it, lower left corner.
I gotta say, that passing was so crisp. I could almost taste it. It was like a freshly baked biscuit. That's how crisp it was.
You're making me hungry now.
I'm making myself hungry.
Durtho, pass over to Woozy. Then a redirect toward the goal. Plays it off the corner, back to the center. Spade gets solid contact on it to send it back to Boise State's goal. Preston, we got 1 minute left.
I mean, 2 apiece here. Just got to put everything into getting this goal here. Preston going to be stopped by Chura, sent back to the mid lane.
Spade shot toward the goal. Preston save. Off to the side. Sauce tries to center again. Chura comes in for the shot. Off the crossbar. Boise State now on a counterattack. Woozy to Preston off the crossbar. Can they put it in? Woozy tries to follow up. Ball too high to go in. Boise State needs this goal a lot. Needs this goal quite a lot. Kansas also. Sauce right in front. That's a dangerous position. Chura goes flying over at Woozy. Up the side with Spade. Played over him. Now around the corner. Durtho to come in. Sauce and Spade. No.
Just a bit too high. Gonna try and get this ball moving back, but it's straight down. Back in overtime. Preston trying to weave through this defense here, and wow, just like that. Made that look so easy at the end.
He did. He just strolled on around there, and the rest of Kansas was in their follow-up positions to after filling up on boost, and they just couldn't get back. So Boise State now goes up to match point. Could end this similar to last game, 4-1. Preston, look at all of that.
Yeah.
Both him and Chura were kind of the star players for that last round. Attack.
Yeah.
Attack. Durtho looking to center.
I mean, that the only thing that concerned me there is I saw a moment once again where they just let that ball go down directly in front of the goal. I was like, no. Wow. Do that. Just like that. Hit it out of the way. But other than that, I think they played that very well.
I mean, back-to-back wins here, it would just be a complete leapfrog day. Boise State going out of third and then getting a very solid lead in first. Unless. There could also be a game from Oakland as well, and they win that game, and both teams are still tied for first. But still, overall, at worst-case scenario, you're tied for first, and that's a great day going from third to first.
I mean, and they did have the best-case scenario in that Oakland game because not only did they win, but they caused Oakland to not win. So, it let them go up.
That's the way it usually works.
Exactly.
Dallin.
But I mean, it's considering the fact that they are on the top. Like if it was just another team, that's something. But it's preventing Oakland from getting another win and furthering their lead. Does that make sense? Not an agree.
I say this boy here's got a mind like a steel trap.
Why are you pulling out
full
the fog
of mice?
That was out of left field.
You're like George McClellan. I didn't lose. I merely failed to win.
Ah, I see. Sauce gonna take 50 with that Woozy there, but it's gonna get sent straight back to Kansas' side. All the way down to Durtho.
Woozy pushes it past mid. Spade blocks. Durtho, high shot over to Preston. Leading it down to Woozy. 50 going slightly in favor of Kansas. We'll get them back a bit of territory. Blocked by Durtho. Attempted block, but Kansas continues moving on up past the center. Good demolition in the goal. And a picture-perfect teamwork goal if I ever saw one.
I mean, honestly, just looking back to this again, yeah, just eliminated the goalie and just led to a free score. Well, I mean, off this kick, it's just, there's Chura kind of the demo demon right now.
Yeah, Woozy was trying to get in a good position to cheat off that kickoff and get a quick shot on goal, but Chura read it and demoed him before he could. Now Sauce moving back up the field, runs right into Woozy. Chura has the follow-up, and Sauce just shimmies it on in to put the Jayhawks up 2-0.
I mean, you could see there at the very end that, like, Durtho tried, but he just... it was just awkward positioning. I think he came in a little bit too fast and just couldn't go back to hit it out of the way. Like a cheetah on rollerblades. But wouldn't that make the cheetah slower?
That might. It's all a question of the physics. Oh, looks like maybe a double commit there by Boise State, but they do recover from it. Runs right into Spade. Durtho. Oh, pushes it. Oh, Chura has the save. Back on over to blue territory. Sauce plays it off the wall. Chura to follow up, but Boise State gets in the way and will disrupt that shot, but they haven't really got a shot on goal for themselves. That might change here with Durtho, but Spade pushes it off to the corner. Durtho demos Chura, but there's still 2 in the goal for Kansas. Boise State's still struggling to find their first.
I mean, they're putting a lot... Oh, wait, whoa, okay. I got scared there for a second. It looked like Preston missed the ball, but he was able to dial back and move it out of the way, fortunately. Sent off to right field. Going to be guided by Sauce. Chura. Ooh, stopped by Durtho. But going back to it again. Oh, wow. Okay. Almost nearly wide open. Back into the corner. Spade sending it back.
Oh, back to, oh, Sauce had it before Preston could even get to it. Back off into the mid. Spade takes a straight shot toward the goal. Durtho will be there. Send it back to mid. Sauce stops it at midfield. Woozy tries to contest, able to take the ball away from him, but Chura gets nice contact. Still keeps the ball in mid. Demo on to Durtho. So Boise State doesn't have anyone to pass to on that shot. Woozy, though, recovering. Preston on the ground, ready to follow up, and tries to put one into the goal, but Chura is right there with the save. That is the first shot on goal Boise State has had, and it's 3 minutes into the game.
Ooh, that is... I didn't even notice until you said that out loud, and suddenly just heard a little bit more.
Oh, but here we go. Second shot on goal will actually be a goal.
Hey, I mean, it's not about the number of shots that you take. It's about the ones that go in. That's a Michael Jordan quote that I just made up.
Nice.
Thank you.
I've got a quote I could make up for you.
Oh, well. Yeah?
But I won't share it quite yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Preston going to be sending it up in the air, up to Durtho, sent all the way to the other side.
Preston leaves it. No.
Able to demo. A little bit of an open space. 2. What is going on here? I swear we are seeing so many more demos here in this one game than we have in both series combined.
Woozy can only get light touch on it. Has to follow it into his own corner. Preston around to contest Chura. Takes it away, gets it past Spade, but the ball gets away from him, but he demos Sauce to prevent a shot on goal. But the Broncos have 1 minute left to get this tying goal. Spade and Woozy 50. Spade continues to keep control of the ball. Durtho now takes it away, pushes it toward the goal. Chura off to the side, gets contact, saves it. Now it'll be Sauce again in mid. Spade trying to disrupt Durtho, not going to work. Durtho, though, isn't really able to stop the forward momentum of Kansas. We'll see if he can find a clear here, though. He'll play off of Woozy, get it back off into red territory, but the ball's too high for a follow-up shot on goal. Boise State now back in their own territory with 30 seconds left to score. Woozy up and over, has it himself. No, not going to get it. Sauce read it and pushes it off to the side.
Durtho goes for second. Going to be stopped by Truer once again. With that, unless they get a goal right here and now, well, that's the wrong goal. You're supposed to shoot it in the other way.
I love this expert analysis you're providing here, Dallin. If they don't win, they lose, and that was the wrong goal.
That was the wrong goal.
I thank you so much for pointing that out.
I'm very analytical in my Rocket League approaches here. I'll have you know. Well, and as the ball touches the ground, the main thing that I immediately notice is I don't think the game plan is ever to say, like, okay, we need to get so many demos, like as many demos as possible. But like there was just something about this game specifically where like 9 demos came out.
I didn't even notice until you said that out loud.
Why?
Suddenly just heard a little
I don't
bit
know,
more.
but I'm here for it. I always think, you know, whenever the game just evolves into demoing each other, it's always very fun.
I didn't even notice until you said that out loud.
It's definitely fun to watch too, but you don't want to put yourself into awkward positions if you're just going for those demos.
True.
If it costs your team an overall positioning, then it's not worth it. Not that I'm saying any of the demos for this game were that case.
No, and now we are headed into a game 5, so everything.
And so one team will win,
and
the
one
other team
will lose. See, now you get it. Now
and did you understand also that Kansas University, they have a College of Arts and Sciences,
really,
a College of Engineering,
you don't say,
a College of Business, and a School of Law. They're actually all schools, excuse me.
Oh, okay. What? Thank you for clarifying. I did not know all of that. Thank you for that information. I will take this into my day-to-day life. Thank you.
It's valuable information for your everyday life.
Absolutely.
All right, into game 5, the one to decide it all. Here we go. It's nighttime, red v blue. And off we go. Man, this looks so patriotic. The field lights are white. We've got red and blue. It's just an all-American red, white, and blue showdown. Durtho off into the corner, trying to leave it for a follow-up, doesn't get it. Woozy back to Preston. Chura stopped by Durtho. Durtho tries to get flip reset, pushes it into goal, off to the side.
An opportunity does not arise. Spade going to be trying to send it all the way back to Sauce. Woozy going to be prevented by Chura. Off the ceiling, Durtho sees an opportunity, but Spade sees it even faster, but
nice, Woozy.
Woozy with the follow-up.
4 minutes, 7 seconds left, and Boise State sets themselves up on the right foot.
Off the ceiling, Durtho
gets one of their follow-ups.
Spade sees it even faster, but
we were saying that kind of at the beginning of the day, they weren't having as many of those, but now they get one when they need it the most. Spade comes off the side, tries to go to air dribble, runs right into Woozy.
Sauce. Sauce. Wait, we need to do that again. That was really cool. 3, 2, 1. Sauce. Wow.
Going to defend, but Durtho gets it past Sauce. Even when we set it up, Sauce was still in on the play.
Sauce got sauced there. What happened?
I don't know.
Sauce. Wait, we need to do that again. That was
Durtho
really
just
cool.
had the better aerial play, puts it right
3,
over him, and
2,
Boise State's up
1.
2-0.
Sauce. Wow.
Going to defend, but Durtho gets it Preston demoed so he can't cheat, but Woozy has just been, oh, he was trying to gauge it, see if he could get a quick shot on goal. Spade will get demoed in return. Woozy moves back to fill up on boost as Preston looks to contest with Chura. Chura passes to Sauce. Sauce now tries to keep the air dribble going. Woozy not able to get contact with it. And that almost landed into a goal for Kansas.
Preston just going to try and get it past the Sauce. Going to stop all of the ball's momentum. Dearth, though, with another refire off the top. Just a little bit too narrow. A wee bit too wide.
Oh my
wait,
goodness!
okay.
I was not
I was
expecting that.
No, that
was so late. I don't want to say it was lazy, but the ball lazily went through the air, just very lackadaisical, and no one really could have predicted that.
No, really, it just kind of, it really did just kind of roll like a lazy Sunday morning.
That's poetic in a way. Deartho, redirect toward the goal. Kansas just barely is able to make contact and save it.
Sauce up in the air, going to be stopped by Deartho. All the way to the other side.
Oh!
Whoa, hey.
That was a very risky pass. Spade. Oh, that's Preston. Oh.
I mean, hey, you can only be up so many goals. And being up 3 it's a substantial number, but like being up 4 goals, that's where it's at. That's where real becomes realer. There we go. There we go. And at this point, oh boy, Kansas has got to be feeling a lot of the pressure. We are more than halfway through the game. So that means they've got to do that everything that Boise State has just done in less time. Up in the air, Woozy going to take it out.
Preston back to Deartho. And, could sneak it in.
Whoa.
No, but Woozy with a follow-up. Chura reads it, though, but Kansas is stuttering. And they only have less than 2 minutes to make back 4 goals. That's a really tall task. And if Boise State scores 1 more, I think that could shut this match down. Heads down to Spade. Woozy off in the corner. Can't find it. Sauce with a nice dribble.
Ooh.
Oh, puts it way high in the air.
Yeah.
No one could follow up.
Sent like directly to Preston. Spade trying to find an angle to send this back. But Deartho's going to take a handle of that ball. Send it all the way over. Sauce is going to take it back out of the way. It's going to be a fight along the wall.
Deartho to Woozy. Nice. That does it, I think.
Now, I know I did say that 4 goals, like a 4-goal differential is really cool, but like 5 goals?
It's more than 4.
I feel like there is this constant, I don't know what this underlying thing is about me not being able to count. This happens so often. I know how to count. Let me be clear. 5 is more than 4. This I know.
Thank you so much, Dallin, for clarifying on live stream for everybody that you know that 5 is more than 4. I'm really proud of you.
I mean, there's some people who would doubt. Say, oh, he doesn't know that 5 is more than 4. I'm just here to set the record straight. I mean, 30 seconds left. I mean, hey.
How much more of is that than 5?
25.
Hey! You got it in 3 seconds. That's a new record for you.
3 is less than 5.
Nice.
How about that?
Okay, you're starting to roll here.
That's compounds right there. It's like math on math. They don't teach you that in school.
At least you're not a wet mask in a dark cave. You're up to about a 3 watt.
Exactly. And I mean, on a strange note, the game has ended. Wait.
Hey, 6-0.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, it was basically, I mean, the game was so much decided at that point that we just went off into a complete
I mean, what else is there to
weird
commentate
world, yeah.
over?
mean, there's been certain games that I've casted where it's been like there's 4 minutes left, but it's already like 7-0, and then when there's 3 minutes left, it's 12-0, and I'm like,
what do you do at that point? It's like,
so
hey.
do you want to have a 3-minute conversation on
You want to
whatever?
do rock, paper, scissors?
Wonderful weather we're having.
Ah, yes. I hate this weather right now, by the way.
No, yeah, I got to say.
Oh,
it's,
boy.
yeah, we're getting a taste of winter. But Boise State feeling good. They got a 3-1 victory, so they won both of their NACE Division I matches and will most definitely secure themselves a place at the top of the bracket.
Just like that, they are already out. They are done. Mission successful, and they're out.
Well, we're going to have a short interview with one of the players. We're going to be talking to Preston after this. We'll get his take on how things are turning out in the overall season and how those last 2 games went. And we'll throw it out with the top 5 plays of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard. Invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering your $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. Idaho Army National Guard is one of the best teams to join out there. Reach out to them on Instagram at iGuardIdaho. We'll be back with an interview, but in the meantime, here are your top 5 plays.
So gets a shot on goal right off the bat.
I think it's going to be Woozy and Sauce able to get past. It's going to be led directly to Dirtha, who's going to send it straight in.
Woozy fresh picks up on Boost, moves his way back up on the field.
Surely not.
All this good.
Wow. Sauce. Wait, we need to do that again. That was really cool. 3, 2, 1. Sauce. Wow.
Going to defend, but Dirtho gets it past Sauce. Even when we set it up.
I gotta say, that passing was so crisp. Preston trying to weave through this defense here, and wow, just like that.
Once there was a traveler whose feet never left the ground. With only his mind as his map and his senses his compass, he raced into the great unknown. Armed only with the speed of legend. His trails he blazed, his rivals he played. Every sprint a blur. Every turn trusting his allies. In silence he raged and waged with quickening, sickening speed. His name a chant filling arenas. Because some heroes leave footprints, others an afterburn. Without conflict, there is no resolution. Without verses, there is no victory.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. We have just finished watching Boise State have two NACE Division I matches. They won both, secured themselves at the very least, a tie for first, but at the very best, they could be clear out in front of the pack after those two wins. And we've got one of the Broncos right here, right now, ready to join us on desk for a little bit of talk and how that last game went. I've got Preston joining me here. It is great to have you, and congrats on your wins.
Thank you, thank you.
But it's not the only wins that you have. Before we get to the game today, I do understand that over the weekend there were the CECC West Regionals, and you and the rest of the Rocket League team have punched your ticket to Arlington. So tell us a little bit about how things went over the weekend.
Yeah, it feels great. Weren't too many series over the weekend, but we felt pretty comfortable in all of them and are ready to play at our first LAN, hopefully.
Yeah, that's always a big one to have your first travel. Now let's talk about today, where you might be setting yourselves up for even more playoff experience. First, you faced Oakland and then Kansas. So how were you feeling about these two opponents?
Well, we know both these teams, or at least Kansas made CRO, so we knew we had to take them seriously. The Oakland series felt very comfortable, but obviously we went to Game 5 with Kansas. But I think we were still comfortable during Game 5 because we knew we'd come out on top.
So now that you have sole possession of the lead in the Division I for Rocket League, you got CECC Nationals coming up. What else is there left in the season that you're looking forward to? Is there any goals that you still have left to achieve?
Mainly just CRL. If there's another league play format, we want to go undefeated again. And obviously the goal is to finish first, and at Worlds, that's the main goal.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck in that. Congrats on your wins here tonight, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for us tonight. Be sure to join us tomorrow for more games. We'll go into Overwatch tomorrow, see how the Broncos do in that regard. But for now, we can rest with 2 Bronco wins in Rocket League and the rest of a good night. Wishing all of you watching, thank you for tuning in.